Hi fam, I'm getting ready to leave for my trip to Tauranga. Let's go. Stopping over at Rotorua. So in total, this trip is going to be 6 hours. I won't be filming the whole trip. I'm just going to be filming stops, highlights, and things I think that you should see. Because I've driven this road a long time, so I'm feeling like I can't have these videos 10 times in my gallery. But I know that you guys would love to see it. So if you want to see those other videos, what it looks like, go and watch my Explorer or New Zealand travel vlogs. By the way, desert road is closed, which means detours, which means that we're going to have like 30 plus minutes to the trip. Probably that's why my trip is longer. And what construction guys do is because it's summer, it's dry, it's not raining all the time. They like to do all the road works that they had planned. So all the road surfacing, potholes filling, everything is in summer. Summer is when everybody also wants to be on the road. So it's a mix of two. They have to do it because once winter comes, it's wet and things take longer. So we have a lot of road closures. That's what I'm babbling all about. Anyway, I have to leave now because this journey is not going to drive itself. Abby? Thank you for that. I get so excited when I overtake cars. Oh my goodness. I mean, I know how to overtake cars, but when this my trucks overtakes all these big fast cars, I'm like, yes, 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 I did it. Easy, oh, you're driving too fast. Make police not stop you. Anyway, if the next movie, the next season, the episode of Need for Speed comes out, I want to be in because I drive fast, not reckless, fast and calculated, and we don't speed limits because but yeah, I'm so excited. No, I'm not married. This trip is reminding me of a trip that I made in, I think, 2022. It was the time I started my blog, thesassengineer.com, and I was looking for a fresh travel piece. I have traveled a lot of places in New Zealand, by the way, but for some reason I didn't want to tap into the past because I had to go and start searching for photos and all those stuff. I was like, nah, let us get a new story. And I remember that I've been to Hawke's Bay before, particularly Napier, but then it was raining cats and dogs. Even though it was raining that heavy, we were determined to actually explore every must see and tourist site that we planned to explore. But I really wanted to see it again when it's not raining. So I was like, okay, let's go to Napier. And besides, since I'm living in Palmy, it's close to Napier, about 2.5 hours to Napier. These thoughts came to me on a Thursday When I was like, what's the next story I should write on my blog? So I went to look for accommodation, and there were no accommodation. Well, within my budget. The only one I saw was this Toad's backpacker. The reviews were okay. They were not the best. They were also not the worst. So I would say they were like neat, slightly lower than average. I took that. It's called Todd's Backpacker. It was alright. It was a 4 bunk dormitory, and I stayed. It was female, all female, but I think we just only 2 women in the room. It was me and one other married woman. Well, where are we? We're arriving Taipei. This is a popular stop on a road trip from down Wellington to up north. So if you're ever going down this road, stop over at Taipei. You'll find food, you'll find toilet, you'll find whatever you want to find. Do I want to stop over? I have water. I have my chippies that I swallowed literally. I don't feel like peeing. No, we continue. I think there will be another one at Wire. So yeah, this is a popular stop for road trippers. Look at that one. The camper van. However, Desert Road is closed and there's a lot of construction, as you can see. Photos at the gumboot. Yo, back to my story. Yeah, so I immediately after work on Friday, I drove straight from work to Napier. It was a very, I don't know, the drive was very surreal. I liked it. I arrived my accommodation and I checked in. They were really funny, Sha. They provided breakfast. That's one of the reasons why I liked it. They provided breakfast. The person that manages the place made sourdough bread, and it was really nice. Butter, Nutella, everything was provided. So I was like, I'm taking this. Then I had a friend that I met during my hike when I went to Mount Blunt. No, sorry, Blight Hut. Yeah, Blight Hut. So I met the guy during that time, and he lives in Napier. I was like, okay, I'm in Napier, you're in Napier, let's hang. And surprise, surprise, he said yes, because some people will say no because they'll be like, what do you want? But I mean, he's free spirit, I'm free spirit. Anyway, so he came around, but it was around the afternoon. So in the morning, all I did was to walk around the Marine Parade. The museum was closed then. I've been to the museum in the first trip, so I wasn't really bothered. And took photos of. I had my drone then. Yeah, I had my drone. I remember before my drone fell in Coromandel. You know, if you've been following me, you will see that video. My drone drowned at Cathedral Cove. It was very windy and wet and whatever. Anyway, back to the story. I had my drone then, but I was too timid to use it because I don't know. I wasn't really into that content creation thing yet. So I even till now, some places I can't even. Let's not talk about my shyness. I took the drone and shot a few clips. It was really beautiful. Then what am I doing? Can't I just tell a story without? This is what happens when you go on a road trip. My mind is just everywhere. Go here, go there, go here, go here. Let us focus. Back to the story. In the morning, after having my sumptuous sourdough at Todd's Backpacker. What am I saying? Todd's Backpacker. That's the name. I went out to explore the city. Something was happening. Something was happening in that period in Napier. That's why most of the hotels were booked out. Yes, I remember, because it was some kind of fanfare in town. It wasn't a vintage car show. I wish it was, but it wasn't. So I just walked around the CBD. Toad was close to the CBD too. So I walked around the CBD, and the parking there was free too. I walked around the CBD, took photos, took videos, and then in the afternoon, my friend came around, or the guy came around, and took me around Napier. We went to Tematapik. I've been there before. I went there again. Different. The same place, but it feels and looks different. We went to the Gulf, the harbor area. I hadn't been to that part. That's the part that was new to me, but it's so beautiful. Especially when you walk towards the edge of the fishing market. So I think it used to be a fishing town. Yeah, so we explored all those things. Then he took me to for wine tasting and honey tasting. Like, and I was blown. I said, "What? We have wine tasting here?" It's Hawksbay, though. Hawksbay is where you have the working holiday, seasonal workers, everyone come there to work. So horticulture, viticulture is the warmest part of North Island. So it's good for all those foods that like heat. Apple, kiwi, everything you name it is there. So I did the wine tasting. I bought wine, dessert wine. I did the honey tasting. It's the honey tasting that blew my mind. And that's when I also saw that you can actually make candles out of beeswax, which is what I do right now too. Yeah, no, Napier was a time, and I'm very grateful to have that guy because all those places I went to were not all my things to see in Napier. But him being a local, and not just a local, he explores the town. He's very good at going out and exploring. So he took me to other places that was nice. Then the next day, driving back, I stopped at the Pa. I can't remember the name now. But it's kind of like a slightly steep walk up to the Pa. It's like Pa is a Maori structure, very tall pillar that they have carvings of their ancestral thing or whatever meaning that place gives to them. And from there you can see the view of, they say that is when the first Maori settlers came and then they planted sweet potato. Why you can't slow down now? Sweet potato, kumara. Sweet potato is kumara, by the way. And yeah, live there. Ooh, smoky, smoky. Nothing in this whole wide world means a thing if I ain't got you with me, baby. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. It's just me, myself, my Google Navigator, and the road noise on this road trip. How fun. Any trip that you're going to the north and you want to pee, you stop here.
Meters, turn left onto State Highway 1.
I don't want to pee, but I want to stop and stretch my leg. I got sunflowers. 3 hours to go. This road is closed for 2 months, 2 whole months. So we are all using this detour. Ohakune National
State
Park
Highway
Road,
49 for
just by the
36
police station.
kilometers.
The police station is on here, and this is going to be on for 36 kilometers. But the view is amazing. Look at that. That is Mount Rupeo, popular Mount Rupeo in summer. As you can see, there are no snows. We wouldn't have even had that snow if we did not have that cold snap the other day. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of traffic here. So all of this is open. 100 Ks. Let's go. We are in Ohakune. This is where you come if you're going to Mount Tongariro. Sorry, Mount Upeo. This is the carrot city. They have a massive carrot, as you've seen. Welcoming you. Biggest carrots in New Zealand, in the world. But we're not going there, we're driving through. See you, Hakone. Look at that queue. We are all going right. Everybody. I think we're using the Fakapapa road. Is it Fakapapa? Yeah, Fakapapa. Burning. The sun is coming in from this side, so it's like roasting me. My arms, my legs. My view of the road is amazing. Before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you.
Turn right onto Volcanic
National
Loop
Park
Highway,
Village.
State Highway 47.
So this
signs
is
for
where you
Tauranga.
stay when you are going to do Tongariro crossing. I'm turning right onto
Volcanic Loop Highway, State Highway 47. Signs for Tauranga.
We're going to Tauranga. Wow. So we did all that just to go back to Tauranga. Interesting. That is Mount Rupeo. All the one I was saying wasn't Mount Rupeo. That is Mount Rupeo. And that is the other one that I've been calling Mount Rupeo. That is Mount Rupeo. That is Mount Rupeo. Not this one that I've been calling Mount Rupeo. This is not Mount Rupeo. I'll find the name and put it here. That is Mount Rupeo. Guys, that is Mount Rupeo. Not the one I've been calling Mount Rupeo. This is the original Mount Rupeo. This is another scenic lookout. I'm assuming that is Topo. Okay, that's enough scenic stops for now. Let's go. You can smell Rotorua.